Some of the lowest points that I've ever experienced in my life were in my second year of medical school. Your existence is incredibly important to this world. You have a lot left to do, and so it's not worth your life. I want you to know that you're going to get through this. We're going to get you through this. It's going to be okay.
Okay, welcome back everybody. I'm so happy that you're here. It's Wednesday. I am starting this vlog late in the week. The last 2 days you didn't miss anything. Nothing happened. I'm on another rotation. I know it doesn't look like it because these first 2 weeks will be kind of weird, and then the next two will be more routine and scheduled and will be very exciting. But I'm on an academic rotation right now, so I'm basically being a TA for one of the courses on campus, and they have finals this week, so it's kind of weird. So we're just doing a lot of like behind the scenes prep work stuff. I need to sign into a meeting in a second. It's a clinical skills course for the school, and it's pretty cool because it'll have like the first years, and then we'll teach the second years as well, and it'll just be fun to interact with them and to, like, I don't know, help them be like less intimidated by encounters and soap notes and all of that, because personally I was so intimidated by them in those 2 years, and now I feel so comfortable with them. They actually have us doing interviews for med school applicants, so tomorrow is an interview day, and that'll be very exciting because I'm gonna help interview an applicant, which is pretty crazy and exciting. Let me know what your thoughts are if you walked into a med school interview and I'm like sitting there, or like on Zoom, you know, and was like ready to interview you. Would you be scared? Would you be happy? Would you be nervous? I don't know. Yeah, that is about it that I wanted to just say to open the vlog. I hope you guys are doing well. I love you guys so much, and I want to say thank you for all of the continued support on like all my videos and on Instagram, all of that. I'm gonna sign into the Zoom meetings because we have Zoom meetings practically all morning. So I've got my Zoom attire on. I've got sweats, fuzzy socks, and a sweater. Professional on top. Well, you know. Oh, I need to sign in. I will talk to you guys in a little bit.
About something. And everyone else have a...
Oh my gosh, you guys. Zoom meetings are very draining. I kind of wish that I was, well, I do wish that I was on OB-GYN. But I'm excited to be in person and teach students. Zoom meetings are very draining. I feel so bad for, well, it kind of takes me back to second year when school was online and we had to be in Zoom meetings all day. I mean, thank goodness that the presentations were pre-recorded for the most part, and we could just watch them on our own time after, but sitting in front of a camera for an extended period of time on Zoom in a meeting is a lot. Holy moly. I feel kudos to all of you who worked from home or are still working from home through the pandemic and such, and having to do Zoom meetings. Oh my gosh, it's like painful, but it's okay. There was a lot of stuff that was addressed in the meetings this morning. We actually have one more, or probably a few more in like 10 minutes. We actually just had a meeting with Online Med Ed for the partnership that our school has with the company. It was pretty cool to sit in on, just because like I've kind of worked with them in the past briefly. I felt like I was in my element more, just because it was kind of like a business type meeting and talking about strengths and weaknesses and all of this other things, and just giving feedback, which I feel like I do a lot as like a content creator and working with a lot of these companies like Amboss, Sketchy, Online Med Ed and such. I don't know, it felt cool to be kind of like in my element, but through school. I am having this for breakfast. I had a coffee, and then I'm having this Orgain plant protein shake. I got it from Costco. I don't know, I haven't been like interested in making anything but dinner, and which is my salmon, veggies, and rice. But yeah, so I got these. It's actually really tasty, and it is making me feel like more fed. Like I don't really need to eat breakfast if I have this. So that's what I'm drinking, and just going to wait here for the next meeting. My sternocleidomastoid is so tight on the side. We'll do some neck anatomy. There's it right here. The sternocleidomastoid attaches at the mastoid process, and then it comes down attaching to the sternum and the clavicle. So sternocleidomastoid. So yeah, two heads, that little V right there. The internal jugular vein, I believe, is like right here. I have a YouTube shorts of like neck anatomy of like the musculature. I'll link that to show you because I really like the neck anatomy. Done with meetings. Oh my gosh. And I vacuumed yesterday. I think, okay, let me just show you and then we'll go into it a little bit. But my roommates live to destroy my vacuum lines. Like, I will vacuum them. Some of them survived here. And then they come up here, roll around, rough house, You know, just like boy things. I guess I'm going to just sit here since I never sit here, but I want to share this with you because I feel comfortable sharing this. And yeah, it's something I don't think that you guys know about me. I've never shared it before, but it's probably very obvious. But okay, let me like do a little backstory. I was diagnosed with having OCD in college. To give you guys some definitions here, just because I feel like people misuse this terminology a lot, like saying, oh, I'm so OCD or I have OCD. A lot of people are actually referring to OCPD, which is obsessive compulsive personality disorder. From my understanding, it is like when someone is very almost like neurotic about things and like being very neat and tidy and perfect, and they have to have it a certain way with like certain things. So a lot of med students are like this, but a lot of people are like, oh, I have OCD about this. But to me, I feel like they're more referring to OCPD. OCD is a condition where you have your obsessions and your compulsions. So you obsess over something and you have to act on that, like act on it, or I guess to like relieve that stress, the tension the discomfort that comes from having these obsessions. And so you guys probably can tell I definitely have an issue with cleaning, and I'm a lot better than I used to be because I was diagnosed with this in college, but I definitely had it long before that. But it does have to do with cleaning, and it used to be so bad. I didn't want to be cleaning. I didn't want to be doing these like things that I had to do to make everything feel better and put me at ease. And I didn't want to be doing that. It caused me so much distress. And so I finally started going to therapy for it. And I was taught like coping mechanisms, I guess, to work through. And we actually did kind of some of the exposure therapy type thing where you're put in environments that are very uncomfortable for you, and you have to work through the like tensions and anxieties that the surrounding gave you, so you wouldn't act on your obsession. So that actually helped me a lot. I don't know, it was a very like strange time in my head, and I definitely, like when I had the 2 weeks off here, I went a little too overboard, not being enabled to clean, but I was like, I was just getting into this little like nasty cycle again. And to be honest, like there were a lot of times that I didn't want to vlog and show you what I was doing because a lot of it was revolved around like cleaning and vacuuming and making these freaking vacuum lines. And so it was kind of bad, and like it's taking everything in me to not vacuum right now and fix the lines, even though I just vacuumed yesterday. And my roommates know that, and they intentionally yesterday were like, Rachel, I'm gonna go mess up your vacuum lines, because it's good, and I'm glad that they're doing that, because it is kind of like an exposure therapy, and they're, you know, showing me that it's okay to not have vacuum lines in the carpet. But something that I would like joke about, like vacuum lines, actually is something that is really triggering for me. So I'm like looking in the viewfinder and seeing this back. I'm a lot better than I used to be, which is an improvement, and I feel proud of myself in that way. That's something about me that you didn't know, or you might have known and picked up on in videos. But trust me, this is nothing compared to how I used to be. So that's a little something. Just wanted to share that with you. I'm thinking of going to the gym because I like cannot stare at this any longer. I'm kidding. Am I? Guys, I got my first interview. What? That's weird. Cool. It's for a program in California. I got my first interview. What? OB-GYN interviews actually aren't supposed to come out until October 25th. But yeah, I got one. So before then. So I'm happy. Cool. When I tell you I've been sitting at this chair all day, I really have been. The sun is setting. I've been in this chair all day. Well, aside from the gym. It's been a long day. It's like a classic 8 to 6 today, minus my little hour break for the gym. But I have been doing all this admin stuff this entire time. Today was good. I felt productive, which you guys know I struggle with when I don't have things to do. I go crazy. So this doing stuff all day was actually very good for me because I love working. Tomorrow, like I said, are the interviews for med students. I'm so or incoming med students. I'm very excited. I will share with you my experience as an interviewer. I'm going to watch 2 YouTube videos, and perfect timing because this camera is going to die. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
Anything. That's not a good answer.
Let's watch Dahmer.
Let's not.
Jake told us not to watch it.
My lovely roommates just made some dinner. They made lasagna from Costco. Two things I wanted to show you, which I don't think I've talked about yet. These slippers are from Amazon. Well, let me show you this. They're very cute. I'll link them down below. In my previous vlog, I talked about like the fall, I think it was the fall vlog. That'll already be out by the time this video's out. I bought these from Costco and I've been putting them in here, right? But we've actually been eating them, so I can keep refilling this. You don't have to whisper. You don't have to whisper.
Did we get comments?
They were commenting on how happy I am with my roommates.
Oh, so they didn't even like us.
No, they do like you. Can you guys comment down below and say how much you love my roommates?
It's like you start off a video like happy,
I'm gonna watch all your videos.
and by the end she's crying.
Don't cry on.
I hope she's crying. We've had enough of Rachel.
No!
No, we have to say that Rachel's had enough of us so that she doesn't get upset.
You can't see me, but the movie's over. Good morning, everyone. I know you're like, why does she already look like she got ready? She did. Let's just stir it up here. I have pumpkin spice creamer and some soy milk and then a shot of espresso from my Nespresso, which I love so much. Then for breakfast, I'm gonna have this Orgain plant protein shake. I got up at like 6:30 this morning. I did not sleep well whatsoever. It's a new day. I have my coffee, thank gosh. But I woke up at 6:30. I got ready because we're doing the interviews today. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm gonna go upstairs. I need to get on like professional dress and my white coat and then get in front of my laptop and see what's happening. I'm so excited. And we wait. Okay, so we just finished 2 rounds of interviews. My brain's getting more in the gear of being an interviewee, which is good because I obviously haven't been interviewed for anything since, like for medicine type stuff, since I applied to medical school. So this is good. I'm really glad that I got this opportunity because I can switch gears and not be so nervous. Like I feel like I'm not a very nervous person when it comes to interviews just because I feel like I'm used to doing interviews with like YouTube and stuff. I'm excited to do my own interviews and I'm kind of like taking tips and things that I would do differently in an interview based on like the interviewees that we have. I'm just like, okay, like I would do this differently, or I'd say it like this, or that's a good way to say that, and taking tips. And then, yeah, so I'm so excited. This is so fun. I love this. So we have an hour break until the next few. And then I think I'm just like grading soap notes for the rest of the day. And then I'm going to go out to dinner with my good friend here, my classmate. Celebrate my birthday a little bit early. I'm not a birthday person. I know a lot of people I know are like, oh my God, it's my birthday month. It's my birthday week. La la la. I'm very much not that person. I don't like my birthday, but I just, because I get the birthday blues, like I get very sad on my birthday. So I like to be occupied, I guess, not celebrating, but making sure I have something to do so I don't sit at home because I will be very sad. You know, I don't know. If anyone can relate, like please tell me. Good morning, guys. It's October 14th. Happens to be the day I was born. How's everyone doing? I have a meeting today for my rotation at like 11, but I'm gonna go get bagels with my friend this morning. She was the one that I actually went out to dinner with last night, which I didn't film any of it. I haven't gotten to see her in person for a while, so we just wanted to catch up and all of that. I just get like halfway ready, not really, and then throw on a sweatshirt and some leggings, and we're gonna go get some bagels. I'm very excited, so I'll chat with you in a bit. No, right.
They be going with a bacon and juice. Bacon, ham.
I got a sesame bagel with cream cheese. Reminds me of New York. I remember mentioning earlier in this vlog about how I'm afraid to get the birthday blues again or whatever, but today's been such a good day, and I think it's just because I'm in control of what I want to do today. I'm gonna take a bath because that sounds really nice, and I'm just gonna do it because I have time. My roommates aren't home yet, and why not? I'm going to use the Dr. Teal's Pink Himalayan Foaming Bath. Good morning, guys. What's up? It is currently Saturday. Yesterday was fun. Yesterday was a really good day, honestly. After I took a bath, we all got ready, me and my roommates. And we went out to dinner, and we had such a good time. It was fun. And then got home, went to bed at a reasonable time. Got up this morning, we got pho, which I did not film at all. Going to go to the driving range right now and hit some golf balls. So that'll be fun, taking you with me since I did not really vlog it all this week. I've been bad.
Let's go first.
Intimidating.
I think you should go first. No. Is that? Yup.
All right, hon. I don't like this
There's a
one.
big hitter over here.
Him. I was laying in bed. Okay, hello everyone, what's up and good morning. Yeah, I just want to say hello. My classmate's coming over right now because we're gonna sit in on the Zoom meetings, and then we're gonna go over to campus right afterward. It's been a very productive morning so far. I got up, I cleaned up a little bit, I went to the gym. So I guess the students are gonna come in and do oral presentations to us. We have the clipboard to like grade them. Clip's gonna be so hard to edit because this camera on the iPhone, it is honestly terrible. I've had 2 students come give their presentations, and it is crazy to see how much growth there is, like 3rd and 4th year when you actually go on rotations. They're doing the oral presentations, like I said, but it's just crazy to see the growth, because that was like me 2 years ago. Nerve-wracking to do presentations, it still is, but like I feel like you really kind of don't know what you're doing as a 2nd year. Like, we're told to do these oral presentations, but we don't necessarily understand the purpose yet because we've never done them. We've never like been in a clinical setting, a real clinical setting where you see the purpose of doing these. So it's definitely interesting to see the value of like knowing how to do a really good oral presentation, and then how like much better you get as over time. I'm still obviously not perfect at doing oral presentations, and there are times that I fumble and do really poorly, but it's really, really interesting to see the growth that happens, especially like throughout all of the years of medical school, honestly. It's really crazy. It's super cool to see how much learning happens here, and it's miserable for a lot of it, but it is really cool to see, and like how much these students are going to grow over time. So I don't know, I really like this teaching thing, and I've gotten to give feedback to the patients. I've gotten to give feedback to the students. They've asked me questions about like oral presentations and clinical rotations and all of that, so it's been really cool so far, so I'm having fun. This is not the end of the video. I just wanted to sit down and talk about something really important that I feel like a lot of people need to hear. Went to campus yesterday. I wish I vlogged, but I didn't. But today I'll vlog while I'm there. But yesterday I went to campus to teach half of the, well, not teach, but we were like TAing the clinical skills session, like half of the second years, then we're doing the other half today. But I actually met a lot of students who have been subscribed to my channel for a long time, and a lot of them came up to me saying, you know, thanking me for posting my videos and how it's helped them, and they're having such a hard time and they look forward to my videos or whatever, and it's gotten them through X, Y, and Z. And so it made me, my heart like exploded. Hello and shout out to the second years who came up to me yesterday. You guys are so sweet. It was such a beautiful reminder to me, like why I post videos and the people that it can actually help and get them through hard times. And so the reason that I'm talking about this is that as I was going around asking the students if they need help with anything, two of the students in particular were just like, no, we don't need help with this, but does this get better? And they kind of opened up about, you know, how they've been feeling, and I think they're getting close to finals, so, you know, they are feeling a lot of stress and pressure. There was like an underlying hint of despair almost. I know exactly where they're at because I've been there. It was just like, it made me think, and my heart, like I just wanted to give them like the biggest hug ever. I'm having a really hard time putting this into words, but essentially what I told them and what I want, the message that I'm trying to convey to you is that this process, or whatever process you're going through, if it's really hard for you and you're having a really hard time and you're sad and you feel empty, you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, you need to just pause for a second and listen to yourself and take the break. Give yourself a break, whether that's giving yourself the night off, giving yourself the weekend off to recenter and reset yourself. Go do something that you enjoy. Go for a walk. Listen to music. And I know people say this all the time, but I mean it because I know exactly how these second years are feeling. It just takes me back to the like darkest points of second year, which is the, like, I don't think it's arguable. This is the hardest year of medical school. Some of the lowest points that I've ever experienced in my life were in my second year of medical school. I just ask that you take a step back and really listen to yourself, listen to your body, listen to what your mind needs, and give yourself that, because it's not worth it. You might have dreamt to be in this position. You might have dreamt for so long to be a medical student, to get this job, to do this thing, and you thought it would be the most grand, beautiful thing. And it can be, but yet it also can put you in such a low, and you're asking yourself, why do I feel the lowest that I've ever felt in my entire life doing this thing that I thought would bring me that most joy and satisfaction? And I've asked myself the same thing, and I want you to know that it's not worth your life. And so I want you, whenever you're experiencing this like low point, you need to listen and acknowledge that and actually do something about it. Don't just acknowledge it and sweep it under the rug and keep going, because it's going to lead you to a really even worse place, and some places might not be reversible. It's not worth your life. And so if you're feeling that way, please talk to somebody, take the night off, take the weekend off, call your family, call your best friend, call your significant other. For whoever needs to hear this, I'm going to tell you it right now. I want you to know that you're loved, that you're valued. Your existence is incredibly important to this world. You have a lot left to do. And so it's not worth your life. Your life is so much more important than anything that you're doing right now. So put yourself first. I want you to know that you're going to get through this. We're going to get you through this. It's going to be okay. You have a lot of people rooting for you and a lot of people that love you. I'm going to give you a hug. So lean in. Let's hug. And I love you. Okay, all done. So we did more CMR today. This bunch, you can tell they're tired and stressed because they were just a few days away from their final exams. So they had much less energy than the group yesterday. Poor things. I feel so bad. We're gonna be here tomorrow for in person, just like helping out at the little tables, OMM tables if you have.
Rachel, right?
Oh yeah, hi.
Can I get a pic with you?
We just got stopped by someone who watches my channel. Super cool. Shout out to David, podiatry student here at my school. I'll be here tomorrow with my classmate. We set up some tables in lobby area, so in case the students have any questions or concerns about physical exams, we'll be there and they can come on campus and walk through things, so that'll be helpful for them. Personally, I don't think anyone's gonna show up, rightly so, because I think they're in cardio-renal resp, and that's really a really heavy, thick, painful block. Hello, good morning everyone. It is Friday and we're going to campus today to see if anyone has any questions, like I mentioned yesterday. So OOTD, honestly, imagine if I got to wear my slippers to school or the hospital. That would be fantastic, because these, I feel like they're pajamas. So the slippers just, and then the white coat could be a robe. Am I onto something? I don't know. I am making a bagel right now and then going to head out to the school. Okay, I'm here on campus. I'm monitoring these like OMM tables. People can come and practice the clinical skills, CMR stuff. But like I said, I don't think they're gonna show up because they're all stressed about their exams. So I'm just gonna sit here and I'm actually gonna edit the vlog that you're watching and incorporate this footage in. Okay guys, I feel like no one is gonna show up. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed watching this week's vlog. I know it's kind of long and it was kind of 2 weeks combined, but nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed it and took something away from it. I will see you in next week's vlog. And so until next time, take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves, continue to work hard and all the good stuff. Okay, bye.